Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, where are we on the bill? So a lot of Republicans saying it could be passed by the 4th of July. Are you confident in that timeline?
No, I'm not. Let me just lay some numbers out for you. In 2019, total federal spending was $4.4 trillion. This year it will be over $7 trillion. So basically increased about 60%. The spending reductions the House is dealing with would be $1.5 trillion over 10 years. CBO's latest projection for 10-year spending is $89 trillion. So they're going to reduce that $89 trillion by a underwhelming $1.5 trillion. I mean, it's 1.7%. It's a rounding error. Again, we have witnessed an unprecedented level of increased spending. We've never seen something like this before. Yeah, we had the pandemic. We went from 4.4 trillion to 6.5 the next year. We averaged 6.5. We've never gone back. No American family, if they had an illness, would borrow $50,000, spend at that level. But if that family member got well, keep borrowing $50,000, continue to spend at that level. That's what we've done. So until we all, the House, the Senate, the administration, unless we get serious about returning to a reasonable pre-pandemic level of spending, just like every American family would do, live within your means. I've laid out a number of options. That bill's not going to pass. I've been trying to make everybody aware of that. House leadership, Senate leadership, the administration, at some point in time, they'll hopefully take this warning seriously. So no, I'm not particularly optimistic right now, because at those spending levels, I'm not going to vote for it.
Yeah, and it seems like when I'm a lot of the stuff I'm reading, I mean, House conservatives, Senate conservatives can't get on the same page. Like something easy as Medicaid, when it was expanded massively under the COVID pandemic, millions of people who probably have gotten their jobs back are still getting Medicaid, taxpayer-funded free health care, and you can't deal with that. You're never going to get serious about spending. Well,
first, that's Obamacare. But listen, the DOGE effort by President Trump and Elon Musk was brilliant. Not only is it pointing out grotesque levels of waste, fraud, and abuse, it's also demonstrated how clueless and oblivious we all are to the waste, fraud, and abuse within government. So what I propose is not only pre-pandemic levels of spending, I've given a bunch of options, but also a process to achieve it and maintain it. That's called going line by line by line, thousands of lines, comb through the budget. But nobody wants to take the time, which means nobody wants to do the work to actually do that. If you did that, again, $4,400 billion spent in 2019. This year we'll spend $7,000 billion. Wow. Elon Musk is just scratching the surface. We're just seeing the tip of the iceberg of the waste, fraud, and abuse. You have to delve into it. What the House is doing, they're starting at an unjustified high level, $7 trillion, exempting all these programs. We're not even looking at them, taking a few, and they're getting slaughtered in the world of public opinion. You can't touch that. Oh, you're going to take away health care from disabled children. No, we're trying to save Medicaid for disabled children, because Medicaid is in danger because of Obamacare. For single adults, we pay 90 cents on the dollar. For able-bodied, working-age, single childless adults, we pay 60 cents on the dollar for a disabled child. Grotesquely unfair, and it's endangering health care for those children. So again, we have big spenders in our party, unfortunately, and that's the rub right now. That what they're trying to do, and why they've been bundled into one big beautiful bill, is to try and roll us, to say, well, really, you're going to vote against preventing a massive tax increase? No, I would do that on its own. Again, I would have provided the border funding, defense funding. I would have extended current tax law, taken massive automatic tax increase off the table. That all could have been done. Then we could be arguing over, additional tax provisions and getting down to a reasonable pre-pandemic spending level, but that's not the path we chose. So I think the sooner we acknowledge the fact that this current effort is doomed to fail. I'm sorry, I've got to disagree with the president on this. It's doomed to fail. I'm not going to vote for it. I know a number of senators who will not even come. We're not even contemplating. This is not a start. Right now, as it's being written, we would actually increase the deficit. Yeah, I don't think many people realize that we would actually increase the deficit. That's a complete non-starter. So no, We're not even close.
It's not Memorial Day, not July 4th. It may not even be the August recess. All right, here we go. It's going to be a tough one. Senator Ron Johnson, thanks for joining us this morning.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.